Today marks 1 year since Iran's controversial elections. The U.S. State Department saying the results of that election are, quote, illegitimate. This as Iran's president has come out calling new UN sanctions against Iran worthless. Lisa Daftari is a journalist and Iran expert. Okay, Lisa, a year ago, Mr. Ahmadinejad won the election over Mr. Mousavi. Everyone said it was a rigged election. What has happened in the year since?
It's been a long year. I mean, there's been such an evolution in the people, in the movement. If we look back to only a year ago, the people, you know, by the hundreds of thousands were in the street in Iran, and it was almost like a ping-pong match. As the regime cracked down more radically, the people became more radical. As the regime cut, you know, the internet connections, the people found proxies and ways to find, connections and get their word out on the street. And as the journalists were banned from the country, we found a nation of citizen journalists. And
but I love to believe the optimism of that, like that the Green Revolution is still working, but all the reports that I'm reading say this thing has been quelled, and that now Ahmadinejad is stronger than he was last year, and that if people wanted to take to the streets today to mark the 1-year anniversary, they're going to be harshly rebuked.
I think we have to be really careful at saying that. It's not that because we don't see them on the street that it's a weaker movement. It's just that the movement has evolved. The people halfway through the year just became more aware. They changed their tactics. They realized that they're lacking two things. It's strategy and leadership. They're not organized and they're lacking a leader, and that's very dangerous because the movement can easily be hijacked by another leader, and that's what happened 30 years ago. You know, the people went into the streets, they made way, and then, you know, someone else, this regime came into place. But I think what we have to understand is that the people became aware, and what we're calling it right now is an intellectual revolution rather than one where people are running into the streets. They said to me, you know, why should we be at the mercy of this regime? Why should we have them round us up and kill us? We're going to stay home. There's a big surge in underground media and, you know, staying home and being more tactical.
But Lisa, they're not protesting right now, are they? They're not protesting because they're afraid of being killed or just not working? I mean, Nita, the face, the young girl who was killed that we all remember, did she die in vain?
She did not die in vain. She will forever remain a symbol of this movement. And I think what we've touched upon before is that Netta, all the Iranian people of this 1 year, it was a very historic thing to see the Iranian people come out to the streets. But I think that was their initial reaction after 30 years wanting to come out to the streets. But I don't think that the movement has become any more weak. It just has changed in form.
Has Iran, have the people in the Green Revolution and that tactical response gotten enough support from the United States, from President Obama?
No, that's a very easy no. I think the United States was very delayed in its support of the people. When it gave it, it was way too late. And every time that the United States has reached out a hand, it's been to the clerics and not to the people. If we're trying to establish a relationship, why not do it with the people? You know, and I think that's what we've always been lacking on in terms of support from the U.S.
All right, Lisa Daftari, Iranian expert, thank you very much.